This is the module about Shopify and stores in general. I'm not going to have like a step by step on how to create your Shopify store because there are way more other tutorials online that will be better than this. I can tell you the following. I'm using Sense as a theme. It's unpaid, it comes by, I think it's default. It's a theme that works responsively and it's free. So you don't need to pay for it. Of course, there are other themes that you would need to pay for, but that's not what we're looking at right now. And Shopify is having, if you go on the link under this video, you're gonna have it's an affiliate link so that we can clear the elephant in the room. What's gonna give you is $1 per month for the first 3 or 4 months, something like this. So instead of paying a whole year for Shopify and testing it or testing your business and seeing maybe it's not working, maybe it's not for you, maybe you change your mind, you haven't paid 290 something per year, you just paid $1 or €1 per month, and that's it. And if you're reaching the point and you're making 2,000 per month in 90 days, you already have the money to pay for a whole year of subscription. So it's way easier to start like this. What I want to show you in this one is, firstly, Shopify lets you choose different currencies. So if you're having people from all over the world, they will see the prices that you're having on your website in their currency. Meaning, if someone from Australia lands on your, you need to bear with me because I'm bad at talking and showing, so I'm trying to do my best. There are ways to show that if someone from Australia comes, they will see the price in Australian dollars. So if someone from Canada comes, they'll see the prices in Canadian dollars. Like this, you build more trust with the user because, firstly, they don't need to convert it manually or in their brains to think, how much would this cost? Is it reflected to the market prices in our country? As an example, you can also, if you want people from Asia or people from specific countries that are not that well as other countries, economically speaking. So if you want someone from India, from Indonesia, from Zimbabwe, from Nigeria, or from any other country that is not that well developed, and you want to help that specific audience, you can go in the market section and make a catalog, and you'll create a catalog for that specific region, and you can give them a lower price. So when they're landing on your page, they won't see your $6.99 digital product. They'll see $6.99, but because they're in that specific region where you have set specific configurations, if you're giving them a 50% discount, they'll only see $3.99. So for them, it's easier to buy, and they will also see it in their own currency. Now, where do I want to go with this? Stand Store is just showing one currency that you pick. If you're if you're selling to an audience that is strictly local to the place where you're living, Stand Store might be a good idea because you don't need to think, I would need to sell globally, worldwide. How am I going to show it in their currency? How do I make more sales? You kind of don't need to stress about some stuff like this with Stand Store, and it's fucking fast. Plus, you have on the product page at the bottom, you have the checkout, which will help you because if someone lands on the product page, then you can just scroll and you can see it at the bottom, and it's easier to input the card and pay and go forwards and make a sale. Now, Gumroad does the same thing. You have a button on the page and you can see how. Let's show it. Stan store. So on Stan store, you land on the page. You have, this is basically the landing page. You have everything here, and at the bottom you can go enter your name, email, promo code if you have any, purchase with card, Apple Pay, bank, or PayPal. So you also don't have a lot of possibilities like Shopify has. And then that's it. You're just on this specific page and you can do it like this. Now, what you don't have is too much customization here. So in case the product is quite expensive and you need to build more trust, one, it doesn't look quite good. Two, it's not that customizable. Three, you don't quite have analytics on your Stan story, to be honest. You have some things like analytics, like someone entered, what's the conversion rate, and that's it. But you don't know where did they come from. If you at some point want to scale and slap ads, Stan Store is not that good at understanding from where the audience came. If you're promoting on Instagram and on TikTok, you want to know at some point where is the audience coming from. And if you have no fucking clue because the platform is not giving you data, you have no clue on what to focus. Maybe at some point you think, I'm fucking well with Instagram, I would like to move to another platform. This will show you TikTok, Instagram, but you can't separate them, you can't see them correctly. What I'm trying to say is, I've been testing Stan Store before I tested Shopify. Stan Store is good because you pay one payment, monthly or yearly or however it is. You pay for it, and then they're not grabbing any percentage of your sales. The sale price is just something that enters your bank account and that's it. But it's having a downside on data. And data is fucking important. Gumroad is kind of doing the same thing. They're having high fucking prices. And I would say the prices are too big for what they're giving, but anyhow. On Stan Store, on Gumroad, this is the page that you'll be having. It will look like this. You can add to cart or pay in installments, but they're having a huge percentage that you need to pay when you buy from them. And you have Apple Pay, PayPal, card, and that's it as payment methods. You kind of buy it and you buy it and you kind of stick to the platform. So again, here you'll only be able to sell in one currency. While on Shopify, as I said, you can just go and have prices in whatever. Look, these are all currencies that you can sell in. And when you set them up, these are all currencies that if one person from this specific country enters your store, they will see them like this. It builds more trust so that people buy from you because they're seeing it in their own price, in their own currency price. And when you're receiving the money, it will be converted into your store's currency. It's converted into that, and then it's fine because it will reach your bank account. If it's by PayPal, PayPal is also receiving in different currencies. And when you want to dump everything from PayPal to your bank account, if you want to use PayPal as well as payment method, you just go on separate currencies, it transforms and it sends to your bank account in your bank account's currency. So, why is it Shopify also good? If you go on the theme, the first thing that I want you to do when you're customizing your theme, there are 3 different ways to do the checkout. And I want you to know and acknowledge that the harder the checkout process it is, the more people you lose along the way. I can show you what I mean about this. You need to consider that some people come on your store first thing on your landing page because that's where you send them. So you send them 7 days, let's say. You send them to a specific page, your landing page. The people that reach your landing page are these ones, the ones in the sessions, and they then added to cart. From 1083, 99 added to cart. From 99, if you have another step from add to cart to reach checkout, then again the number might drop. You see, it hasn't dropped at all here because I scripted something inside Shopify so that when someone clicks add to cart, it sends them straight to the checkout. It doesn't open up add to cart page or whatsoever. You click the button and you're completely redirected. Why? So I skip one step so that more people reach the checkout. And as you can see, the international or whatsoever, the user selling standard for complete checkout is 3%. I'm converting at 5%, and I'm aiming to convert at more by tweaking the landing page and the process so that it can be easier to be done and easier to go with. So in order to do this, firstly, you need to go to, so what you need to do is you go on the top, you click on the checkout. It would look something like this. You go to the top, you have checkout in customer account, you click on it, you input your logo and everything that you have, and towards the bottom you have here two options. Either a 3-page checkout where the user firstly receives contact and then clicks a button and then goes to delivery and clicks a button and then goes to payment and clicks a button. You have 3 clicks already if you're doing the 3-page checkout. So they landed on your page, they have 1 click, add to cart, and they got sent to the checkout. They got sent to the checkout. Then you have 3 other clicks because you have a 3-page checkout. So for every single click that they'll be having and they'll be doing, you lose some people. So you want to make this process as flawless as possible. If you can, they click checkout, they receive, they go to the checkout page, they input everything, and then that's it, they bought. That's why we're going to use the one checkout page. So on the checkout layout, you're going to pick the one page. One page allows you to express pay and do the checkout, add contact, delivery, shipping method, payment, everything, and then you click pay now, and it's paid. You land on the thank you page, and that's it. So the process is very, very fast, and you lose less people along the way. That's exactly what you want. If you send 1,000 people on the website, you can't hope that 1,000 will buy. But maybe if you tweak enough things and you fix enough things, like landing page, like the checkout process, like how fast they pay, like everything, you grab more from these 1,000 that landed and put them into the purchased, into the category where they bought. And that's your aim. So this is the first thing that I would do. The second thing, and I would need to check a bit here, but we can do it together. In the online store, there should be a code. So my page right now acts like this. If I go on my store, click on this one. When you click on get it now, you're being redirected to the checkout. You need to pay, and that's it. When you're clicking the get instant button, the red one from the bottom, get instant access, it happens the same way. You're just moving it into the same way. But here's the thing. I have this bar here that appears at a specific percentage so that when I'm going and scrolling through the page, if I'm past this point, I don't need to scroll back. If I want to, as a guest, I want to read some of the testimonials. I don't want the user to scroll back in order to reach the place where they could add to the cart and buy, because it's another action that they need to do. That's why it's this button here. And you have get instant access, and it appears only when you scrolled 40% of the whole page. So I reached the 40% of the page now. So you're not bombing the user, a potential client or customer, you're not bombing him or her from the beginning when they land on your page to be like, hey, buy now, buy now. No. Leave them a bit. Let them see exactly what you're selling. Let them see a VSL. Let them have idea of reviews. Let them read what's the product about and how is it going to help them. And then you get them an instant access. And you're reaching the section of, well, here's what's inside. And they see exactly what's inside. And you go along the way and they reach either get it now and pay with PayPal. Pay with PayPal, here it's an express payment, so it just sends to PayPal. They input their stuff and they pay. Or they could go to get instant access. Now, for that get instant access, you have an app called EA Sticky Card. Till yesterday, this was free. Right now, it's $9.99 per month. I am using it because I can see that users really click and use that button. And because people use that button, why should I not have it there? Because it's an option for them to reach the basket faster. So it's $9.99 per month. I'm doing more than $9.99. I could pay $9.99 per month. So I have the button. And even if someone buys one specific product from my store, it's covered for the whole month. So I couldn't care less. And for this to set up, you want to have the sticky add to cart bar. It's this one. You enable it. You select the action button to be go to checkout. Show it on all devices. I use 40%, as I said, because they're going to go through it and they're going to understand a bit more of what's happening. And then the button will appear. The design is up to your choice. I use get instant access because it triggers the psychology of the people thinking it's something locked. I need to do a puzzle to unlock it. And usually people are curious and it triggers curiosity when you're having get instant access. So I'm paying now and I'm getting instant access to it. I'm receiving it instantly, which most of the people want something to happen like yesterday, like now. That's why I'm using it. And I'm using it with the red because red is in front of you. And I checked the conversion rate with green, the conversion rate with yellow, and with a different color, different shade of red. And this one so far converted the most. And yes, if you're gonna ask yourself, there's a button, it's red, does the color convert? Yeah, if you go on Google and search what color converts the most on checkout pages or on button as a buy now and how to set it, what wording, every single tweak like this boosts your conversion rates or changes the way people add that product to a cart. And yes, for me, this was important and it worked. And this is the hexa code for it so that you can use it as well. Then you have add to cart button animation. No, I don't have any counter. And that's it. And you set this up and then people just buy it. You also have a quick buy button. This is on pages. Where do I find it? This is on pages like here. If you click this, it means you want to buy it. You went straight to the checkout and you have it here. So that button does the following that I showed, and you configure it again, go to the checkout. What's the position, how it should look. I picked this icon. I haven't tested with other icons. This is the one that I like the most. And that's kind of it with this one. Now, The last thing that I would do here is I would need to edit the code of the theme. And inside the code, there is, I have no fucking clue right now where. I would need to check so I can be sure I'm not saying something stupid. Product form. Yeah, okay, so this is the one. I'm sorry. It's called product form. You click on it, and you have here a force redirect checkout after adding to cart. So on row 64, you need to check where you have the constant sold out message. Under that constant sold out message, and before the constant start marker with the remaining cart entering logic, blah blah blah, you need to have this. And I'll put it under the video. So this will redirect you exactly to the checkout, and you skipped a step. And because you skipped a step in the analytics, you'll be having more conversion rate because you added to cart, and added to cart with reach to checkout transform into one step. So here you're gonna have sessions, one step, and complete a checkout. And that's how you take them from seeing something to buying a lot faster. Now there's one more app that I use for this, and it's Wiser Notify. When you're on my web page here, you're gonna see somewhere in the left top these ones, verified by Wiser Notify. It's also paid, but it doesn't cost a fortune. I use this one because it grabs the order that have been done recently and it shows them to people. And it's verified by an external app. It's not verified by me. Meaning, I build trust with them that people still buy from the shop. And who bought what and where did they buy it from? Like from US, from Canada, from Japan, from doesn't matter. From all over the world, people bought something from my store. It raises awareness, it builds trust, it somehow builds the idea that they would need to do something now so that they would also buy, so that they're buying faster and they're more convinced to buy. And it showed recently, or 1 minute ago, or 20 minutes ago, or an hour ago. This is also, it's called Wiser Notify. You have it, you can install it, Wiser Notify. You can install it here through the apps, and then you have Social Proof Explore, and you can figure it how you want it to be. It's also, I paid $80 per year. I didn't have it in the beginning. I bought it 2 months ago, and I saw that the conversion rates went up. And I have 10,000 monthly views under this $80 per year. So, what I'm paying, yeah, I'm paying it monthly or something, but I could pay per year. Anyhow, you go here, you edit it, and then you have a text editor, and it shows you on the right side how you want it to look. You have if you want to show the media or not, like the map from where they are. How do you want the map to look? I have the hide time ago value if it's days, more than 2 days. So if they bought more than 2 days ago or 3 days ago, they'll show recently. Otherwise, it's gonna just be like 1 hour ago, 2 hours ago, or something like this. Click action, you're gonna have buy now if you want to add it, and then they have another point of conversion. I disabled it because I think I want this only as a notification to build trust. I don't want it to be ruined with a buy now, so that people understand, yeah, so you also have another spot where you can click and buy now. It's like you can go on there, you can go on the bottom banner, you can go on the page. You're offering them too many things. 2 are more than all right. Then I have how to show in mobile, style. I have it show on mobile and show on desktop. Style is what style you want to choose. I didn't embed absolutely anything. Data control, I gave it data from the last 30 days, so it can grab orders from the last 30 days. Timing control, verify label, how to look. You click save, and that's it, and it will start showing up on your web page. That's all I wanted to show about Shopify. We're gonna have another video about how to read data and how to do changes so that you start improving your conversion rate. See you in the next one. Cheers.